Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2. I want to say a special thank you to Twin Bridge Sports as well as StudioPlace for giving me this opportunity. And today I'm joined by 2 of the most important people in my life. To my right, we have my wife, Kadence Walls, and to my left, we have my best friend, now my sister-in-law, Marly Walls. Kind of funny story of how we all met, but yeah, we're just gonna get into talk about life, and I'm really excited to do this episode. So let's begin. Marly, since we became friends first, how did we meet?
How did we meet? Obviously, we both went to Pepperdine. We both played basketball there. I don't have a moment where, like, I think we introduced ourselves to each other. I think we just both lived very similar lives where we were both around each other. And I think it wasn't until towards the end of basketball season, more this summer, that we got really close. We were living in the same area of campus and just vibe with each other.
Nice. So then we meet your sister, or?
Well, Houston. Yeah, I'll tell this story. We would FaceTime. Obviously, she would be on my Instagram, and Houston was always like, "Your sister's so cute," and I was like, "DM her, she'll respond." And so one day he texted me, I'm pretty sure, and he's like, "I DM'd her," and I was like, "What'd you say?" Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I said I've been thinking of you from AM to PM, so I decided to DM. Like magic.
Worked like a charm, because here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah, so she came out to visit me, and next thing I knew, my bestie was dating my sister, so.
Yeah, it happened pretty fast. How fast did we start dating?
Within like a week.
Yeah. She fell in love with you.
No, but seriously, so we met on, what was it, the 4th of July?
Yeah, pretty much around.
Or like that week. And I ended up extending my flight to stay longer. And then on the last day, he asked me to be his girlfriend.
No, the dinner was the best part because we were all going to dinner. My little sister had also came on the trip, so there's 4 of us at dinner, and them 2 were sitting at a table like on a little date, and then there's a table in between us. And then it was me and my little sister just hanging out. And I remember we had paid and we'd like walked down to get like CVS's down the street, and next thing I know, Houston just comes up to me and says, "You're my sister-in-law." So it's cute, it's been good, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a great time. So you guys from Bardstown, Kentucky, the Dirty B, as you guys say. Sweet home. So I know you went to school out here for about a year, maybe a year and some change, and then you've been here with me every month. So what's the biggest difference, and what do you guys like about California, and what do you dislike, and what do you like more about Kentucky?
I would say the biggest difference, I'm sure you can attest, is just there's so much to do in California. Like, we come from a very, very small town. I think the population's like 11,000. So just going to a coffee shop is not like a norm in a small town. Like, we don't really have that vibe. We don't have a ton of places to eat. It's a lot of mom and pop shops. So I think one of my biggest favorite things about California is just how there's something for anyone and everything. No matter the day of the week, the time, anything like that.
Yeah, I can back that up as well. Being from Bardstown, you know everyone and everyone knows you, which I guess has its perks, but at the same time, it feels good to be like in a big city where I know no one, and there is a whole lot more to do.
Yeah. But Bardstown is very cute and homework.
It's good to come back to, but I don't want to stay there.
Yeah, agreed.
I personally love Bardstown.
Yeah, you came to visit us this summer.
I came to visit, and it was just a complete change of scenery. Everything was just completely different. But it's like a breath of fresh air there.
What's your favorite thing about Bardstown?
Favorite thing about Bardstown? Man, I got a
Or the lake.
tour of the town. I think the lake was my favorite place, personally. The lake, what was it called again?
Nolan?
Lake Nolan, yes. We were there for a while. I had a lot of fun. I was scared because I don't I'm not a huge fan of swimming in like bodies of water because I thought there were snakes and sharks at that matter. But yeah, the lake was awesome. I think my favorite thing, we went to the Stephen Foster show.
Oh yeah, they put on like a,
Play.
I don't know what you would call it, but a
It's a
play.
musical, essentially.
Yeah, over the summer every year in Bardstown, and I don't think there's like anything else like it.
It gives
So-
kind of like a history a little bit.
Yeah.
Of the town.
Yeah, so seeing the turnout was pretty cool. And then it was way different. We went to Cafe Primo for probably half the dinner. There were just people coming up because they know the Walls is so. But no, I mean, I love it. Going there for Christmas.
Yep.
I'll be in Bardstown,
gonna
Kentucky
be-
for Christmas. Got my own stocking. And
I think that's the weirdest
for that.
thing, though. Like, I think it's like just, I'm going to wake up Christmas morning and Houston's going to be sitting on the couch next to me, opening his stocking, hanging on mine. It's going to be fun, but definitely a little bit weird.
no, yeah, it'll definitely be weird, but it'll be fun though.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I was talking to a couple of my friends, and we were saying something about what our Christmas plans were, and they're like, "You're going to spend Christmas with a loved one," and they were just like, "We're getting older." So,
You're getting older.
no, I am getting older. I can't wait to see the fam.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meemaw. Can't wait to see you. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for that, and it is like a cute little Hallmark Christmas. Sent me a video of what it looks like, and I was like, wow. I'm not a huge holiday celebrator, so I think I'll get
We're
into
gonna
my
be
spirit.
decorating
Yep,
Christmas
and we're gonna be wearing matching PJs.
Alright.
And, yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
So Marley, you went to Bucknell 4 years, played basketball there. You know, what was that like?
Those 4 years were probably some of the greatest years, met some of my best friends. Basketball-wise, I walked into just like the most ideal situation. My freshman year, we won the NCAA, or not the NCAA tournament, the Patriot League, went to the NCAA tournament. I started off by going on a European trip with my teammates, so before I'd even played a college basketball game in the States, we played in Europe. So that freshman year, I think, kind of just led into what the years following were going to be, and just Bucknell was a solid program basketball-wise. It was very technical. Everyone bought in, and you could really tell. And that's how we won a lot of games. We weren't the most athletic. We weren't the top of anything, but we all bought in, got along. School-wise, Bucknell, we know how to have fun. The school is located in Central PA, and it's like on
Is it in the middle of nowhere?
Middle of nowhere. It's like Bardstown.
Yeah.
Oh.
I moved from one Bardstown to another, and I don't know, everyone just like loved it. No one was leaving on the weekends. Everyone was out in the snow partying, and
There you go.
it was fun. But
So now you're about to graduate from grad school.
yes,
Uh-huh.
I'm getting my master's in global business from Pepperdine, and I'll be finishing up by studying abroad in Paris starting January.
Awesome. So with that being said, obviously life's about to start hitting. Adulthood's gonna start hitting. So for you as well, what are your guys' career plans going forward, and what do you guys see yourself doing?
For me, I don't plan on staying in Kentucky much longer. Fingers crossed.
She's moving with me next year.
We will
Not
see.
necessarily.
Yeah.
We will see.
But no, yeah, I definitely want to find a career in like device sales or pharmaceutical sales. And just travel the world.
I think my plans are I want to do management, marketing within entertainment, sports, fashion, that type of industries. I did a really cool internship this past summer within that field. And once I graduate, either plan to come back out here, Boston, where some of my other people are. We'll see where I end up.
Yeah, I vote out here. So you get to go to Paris pretty soon. Are you excited for that?
I am. I'm very excited. It's going to be really cold, so I'm a little nervous about that. I'm going by myself, so a little bit nervous about that. But I think I'm at a point in life where isolating yourself, I think you can grow in a ton of ways. And I've learned to do it. I went from Kentucky to Pennsylvania, and then Pennsylvania to California. So I feel like I get to learn a lot about myself and be in a cool place while doing it.
Oh, that's cool. You got any places you want to go visit?
No, I just came out to drink coffee and eat croissants.
You plan on visiting her out there?
Yeah, spring break trip.
Yeah. Not a bad place to be.
At all.
At all.
So, time to get into some of the fun stuff. Both you guys are beautiful, independent women. And
Amen.
Some would say.
so, there's been a lot of talk about, traditional gender roles and how those kind of play out. So I just want to hear your thoughts on it from the Walls. It's a family full of independent women. So.
You can go first.
My opinion on all of that is I respect people as individuals. What makes them happy, and it's not my place to tell them how to live their life.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. So I want to call this segment like setting the bar high. We kind of discussed this before coming in. So you're getting up there in age.
I'm 23. 23.
Yeah, you're 23,
I
but
just hang out with children.
yeah. Oh, you hang out with children. So what are you looking for in your future husband? What qualities of man are you looking for in your future husband?
One of my biggest qualities is communication. I really struggle in situations where the other side can't communicate. I'm a very blunt, straight to the point individual. And if you can't handle that, then that's one of my pet peeves. Like, you got to be able to communicate. You got to be able to talk through hard situations.
Facts.
So communication's big. It's got to be someone that's driven. I obviously independent myself, but you got to be able to match that same bar and have your own aspirations and drive in life. And I don't know, I guess just someone that's spontaneous. I love to travel. I love to go to random restaurants. I love to try a new coffee shop. So someone who's down to do anything.
There you go. How many kids do you guys want?
0.
It's pretty good. Why not?
0 right now. I'm not a patient person right now. I tried babysitting, and I just am happier without them around me. What about you?
How many babies should we have?
I want a big family. Coming from a big family, I think it's always been fun having sisters. Yes, we argue and fight over clothes constantly, but as we've gotten older and grown together, I feel like we've gotten closer, and it's nice to just like have that like stable friendship, I guess, because your friends come and go, but you always have your sisters no matter what.
Yeah, I wasn't fortunate. I come from a big family, but I only have sisters, so I'm the only boy. Yeah, so I come from family pretty much all girls, especially on my mom's side. Like when we go on vacation, it'd be me, my mom, my aunt, my 2 cousins who are both girls, and then my sister and my grandma. So I was the only boy, and it was a lot. So I know how to.
Our house is a lot.
Yeah, no, talk to your dad about it.
Yeah, he wanted a boy.
Mr. Walls, yeah, I know.
I think that's why he confides in the boyfriends. He's not pro boyfriends. Don't get me wrong. He's very protective over us and never wanted the boyfriends. But once the boyfriends get there, like every day, it's like, how's Huey doing? How's baby Huey doing?
No, I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knows.
He likes to have a male around.
Yeah, how much you guys spin heads, So what are some of your guys' biggest red flags when you look for in a partner that make you just be like, oh, I can't go in this direction?
Go ahead.
Looking in another person. So the biggest red flag would probably be just like toxic. Since my past, I've been toxic myself along with other people.
We've grown.
We're doing better now.
We're growing.
But I feel like in today's day and age of the dating world, I feel like everything is just so toxic, and like who can get their lick back the fastest.
I don't even know what lick means. Can someone explain?
A lick, like how can I get revenge on you?
Like
It's
you did
called
this
lick.
to
To
me,
me, so I'm
so
gonna
I'm
make
gonna
you
do it back to you.
you. Yeah.
So they lick you.
Yeah, like, well,
Lick back.
a lick back. It's referred to like
you're snapping
robbing.
back.
Yeah, it's like if I rob somebody, if I rob Remember Javon?
But why? What?
If I rob Javon, that's me hitting a lick on Javon.
But where does lick come from?
It's just the word used.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely the toxicity. I think that's my biggest red flag in another person.
It's yours.
I have to answer this one too.
Yeah. Probably deals with communicating.
Yeah, like I kind of touched on that, or just like not. I don't know. Like I don't want to be I don't want to be like dragging someone with me. Like you gotta be able to pull your own weight. So if you're like, if I'm like the one initiating everything, I'm the one, I don't know, supporting everything. I feel like you gotta have a level playing field to be able to build off each other rather than someone dragging you down.
I agree with you 100%.
What's your
My biggest red flag.
Because you don't have the healthiest past.
I have a healthy past, everybody. She is my past and my future.
Okay, red flag. What's your red flag?
My biggest red flag. Probably dealing with like lying, like little things, or I don't know, just
I would say lying's big for you.
Well,
lying's
while
big,
we're on
yeah.
the topic of lying, there's also the good kind of lying, like recently. So this trip, I surprised him.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to come. I guess I did lie to him for like a month because he really wanted me to come out here and visit, and I was like, no, I can't. I have work, etc. Just making up all excuses.
And making me feel horrible when I asked.
Because
I asked,
he
she
kept
added
trying to book
Marley.
the flight after I had already booked it. So he was very determined.
Houston's a human being that will just book it no matter what obligation you have or what your life is at.
So I kept having to come up with excuses, and long story short, he had no clue and we surprised him, but now he thinks I lied to him because...
Yeah, no, that really threw me off guard. I didn't
We got
expect
it
it.
good. You look crazy. Can we insert a clip?
Please.
I'll make sure that I send the clip
Okay, good.
and we can insert it. But I don't know, I think lying, I hate lying.
Yeah.
And then okay, we can get into this. What are your most important qualities in a person? What are your staples for a relationship? What's got to be this is at the top of my list when in a relationship? Oh yeah, you did talk about communication because we did ask you about yours.
Yeah, my thing with that is just I don't know how to explain it, but when they put in effort and care about your people, they don't have to, but having relationships with my friends is a huge deal to me. Because if it's going to be a person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with or a long period of time, I feel like they should have relationships with your family, your friends, etc. And when they put effort in to do that, I think that's a big deal.
Yeah. I agree. I like your
Enough of
friends.
relationships.
Enough of the relationship.
Next topic.
Well, let's kind of get into how we fell in love. Okay, actually, let's ask one of these questions because we debate this all the time. Who do you think fell for who first?
Fell?
Yeah.
in love?
Yeah,
I don't know.
meaning after we met.
Since we were both all three together, I was staying with her, so I was talking to Marley, and then Houston was talking to Marley. So I feel like you have a good
I
feel.
feel like you both were matching each other's energy. I think you both show it in very different ways. I think you're a lot more better at expressing it than Kadence is, but Kadence is definitely there. She'll tell me she's there, but I'm are you telling Houston that you're there? I don't know. I feel like it's definitely gonna be Houston. I'm sorry. I think you liked him, but I think you had to be the one to decide, am I cutting off the roster for this man? Whereas the man was please cut off the roster. You know what I mean? I think
Well, I mean, at
Am I wrong?
at that point in my life, I was not looking for a relationship, technically. I wasn't coming to California in hopes to come back with a boyfriend. That wasn't the case. However, when we did hit it off, the very first night,
made you question.
it did make me question.
That's what you need.
But I remember one of the nights that I stayed, we had like the longest talk in the car, and I kept like pressing him, and I was like, I need to know before I go all the way back to Kentucky, like what's gonna happen. Like, are we dropping it? Are we still gonna communicate?
I think that was big though. Because I think you determining that there was no gray zone kind of like...
Right, because that's what, I think that's the biggest downfall in like today's society, is the gray area of just talking.
No facts, yeah.
No, but
Because
I'm pro gray area.
nothing goes good when you're just talking.
No, I agree. We
Everybody
both
has
agree.
different ideas of just talking.
I agree, but this is where communication comes in. You lay, no. Hear me out. I'm very pro gray area. Why am I going to date someone who hasn't proven that they can be my boyfriend?
I agree.
I agree with you.
But the limit
You went
is
out
like,
on a limb with him and it worked.
correct. I think our situation is special.
Yeah,
He
no.
didn't- You went back to Kentucky and this man could have been in the streets of Cali still. You'd had no clue.
Right. No, I do
never
get
the
it.
streets.
I do get it. But in our situation, for instance, it was either all in or nothing
No,
because
facts.
of the distance.
Yeah, because of the distance.
There's like a 3-hour.
But I don't think gray area is toxic. I think there's...
The gray area.
For so long,
yeah.
you can't go past like 2 months of
No,
just,
but if
like,
they're not proven...
okay, then you drop him in next. We don't continue waiting for these men that.
Next.
Anyways, talking is horrible.
I think talking's also bad. It doesn't make sense. I even asked my parents, like, when you
Then
guys,
what do you consider getting to know someone? Because
you're getting to know
don't
somebody,
get me
but
wrong,
ours
guys,
is different
it was a
though.
cute little love story. 1 week, I'm not knowing someone.
1000%. If we would have gone before and we'd have been like, oh yeah, we've been dating after a week, no way.
No, but then
I
what,
would've been like, absolutely
what
not.
do you consider talking then?
We just got to know each other. We never
Okay, so
talked.
you're just saying don't put a label on it. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Everyone puts a label on it.
yeah. So
Like, what's the difference between exclusive and then non-exclusive talking? It doesn't make sense. There's too
it
much of a
doesn't
gray
make sense.
area.
But if you just communicate it,
Right. If you are great at communicating and your significant
Problems
other
are
is
solved.
perfect.
1000%.
But how often has that worked
Yeah.
out for you?
Bing.
that's why I haven't found the one. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I think talking is important. Like, it's important getting to know somebody. Obviously, I know her a lot better now than I did, and she knows me a lot better now than we did.
Yeah.
But our relationship, for our circumstance, would not have worked if we
No, I fully agree.
didn't
But
start
I don't
dating.
think you can then just knock like.
No, right. No, I've been there. I do get it, but I feel like it just gets dragged on. And
It does.
Dragged on and dragged on. And no one ever does anything. And then it starts getting toxic.
Well, I think if it's
Yeah.
the right person, something would occur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. If it's the right person, it'll work, however it may play out. But I don't know. I don't see the point of talking. Like, I see the point, like, no. Realistically, I see if you're going on dates with people and you're getting to know
Yeah.
somebody, and you're texting them, you're calling them. But that's not what talking is nowadays. Talking is like, I Snapchat, I'm just talking to you, I'm gonna check your following, all types of stuff like that. That's like you shouldn't be talking to anybody else. But isn't talking getting to know somebody?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So do you only talk to one person at a time, technically
yes.
speaking?
Yes, she does. Most people don't do that, and I guarantee you, for the men out there, I know men aren't doing it. So, yeah, no.
Also, there's no right or wrong. I think all situations
I think all situations are
have
different.
their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys just got lucky, I guess.
I can say this though: if we didn't have a conversation in that car that night, I don't know what would have happened.
Like if she didn't initiate putting like if this is.
No,
either
she
me or
did.
me.
She did. I always make fun of her
Would
for
you
this.
have done that?
What?
Been that bold?
I don't know, because
Question, from a
Look.
man's perspective, and the girl's more bold and dominant in those situations, do you guys feel some type of way? Like her doing that, did that make you feel like,
I mean, I felt it in my chest when she was saying it. I was like, oh, because usually, I mean, girls don't do that.
yeah.
But I mean, I appreciated it.
Yeah,
Because
we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, we
with
would.
Huey.
But it made.
Or me.
All right, yeah. We're both similar in this. My biggest thing is I care so much,
Yeah,
and
too
you
much
care. Too much sometimes.
Yeah.
About things I'm passionate about, I really care about the thing, and it like drives me crazy. So when she did that, it made me think, okay, like
Like she's
she
gonna like
cares.
it.
Yeah. she cares. That's what I think. But I really don't know what would have happened if we never
Yeah, no.
talked
If
about
we
it.
would have, because there was like, obviously I knew of Houston, but I didn't know Houston. But like we had been on the phone a couple times, like through Marley, and we were both in Miami and Fort Lauderdale on spring break.
Toxic past, both of you.
No.
We didn't hang out
Here
there.
for a good
Huh?
time. Just here for a good time for the spring break. But we just talked about like if we had met during that time, like there's no way this.
No, like it
Like,
literally
it was
the timing.
God's timing.
For sure, God's timing. I always say she's heaven sent. But what I'm saying is this is what I didn't get. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. She would always joke with me about like, even I think we'd be like cuddling or watching a movie or something, and she'd just be like, "Just love me, just love me."
Oh god.
And so I thought she was joking, but she actually meant it.
I was joking partially.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
No, but like, we've talked about this before, but what would irritate me is you want me to love you, but you're giving your attention to Billy and Joe and Donovan. And like, how am I supposed to love you then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that was what irritated me.
But you also can't put all your eggs in one basket.
No,
I had just met
yes,
you.
can.
You did have just
I
met me,
had just met him.
but all my eggs were pretty much, I mean, I didn't have any eggs anywhere during the time. Genuinely speaking.
Let's think a little bit harder about the time we were.
What was it, July? Yeah, no. I mean, we had just had a talk. I was with Javon and David and Mike. And
There were some eggs.
Okay, we don't need to get
Yeah, we
into
don't need
that.
to get into that. But it wasn't eggs like that. She was all I was invested in during that trip.
Yeah, the week trip.
Yeah, it's the week trip. It was like, and it just came out of nowhere. Like I didn't know, because I wasn't looking for a relationship. I wasn't even looking for anything casual. I was just living life. Yeah, just living life. And it came. Your Highness herself.
Yay.
Scared to lie.
Oh.
No, I think it's interesting though, but I think you'll have a fun time in Paris, and you know, I want you to meet your
To
man
circle
out
back around to the top. Paris will be fun.
Yeah, no.
guys.
there. Yeah, well, I wish I could go. I want to see Paris, and I've never.
Yeah, post basketball.
Yeah, but we're done in March.
Yeah, I'm there till May.
Spring break to Paris. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's always a blast talking to you guys, and I appreciate having you both on the podcast. I love them very much. As you can tell, they mean a lot to me. And once again, I just want to say thank you to StudioPlace and Twin Bridge Sports for giving me this opportunity to promote Hangin with Huey. So
Hanging with you.
Hangin with Huey. So we got a good this was a great episode, and the next week we got a good episode coming for you. But thank you guys, and
Like, comment, subscribe.
yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys.